of linear equations. Today, if you remember, I showed you a graph, a little post-it of a graph and how this is where the solution would be. So today we're going to create equations that will become our system, and then we're going to graph them and find the answers. We're going to find the answer to the solution, and then we're going to answer these questions about what that actually means. So we're going to start very basic today. We have two internet plans, right? Plan A, $30, $5 per month. Plan B, no cost for the modem, but $10 per month. Okay? So we're going to create an equation. Sebastian, please stop. Take the post-it off your face. Thank you. So for plan A, what would my linear equation be for plan A? What would it be, Jack?
Y equals 5x plus 30?
Yep. And what would my linear equation be for plan B, Cohen? Great. So now we're going to take these and we're going to graph them. So plan A, my y-intercept is 30. So that's where my y-intercept is, right? And it goes up $5 each month. So I'm going to just show that it's increasing $5 a month. And then I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to connect all the points to make the line. And so to show which is which, I'm going to highlight the yellow plan is going to be A. Okay. And then plan B, what's the y-intercept of plan B? 0. Because it doesn't cost anything for the modem. But it's $10 a month. And that's going to be my blue equation of my system. So then I'm going to answer the question, after how many months do they cost the same amount? When do they cost the same amount? Cohen?
6.
And what will it cost? $60. So my solution is the ordered pair 660. It doesn't ask you for that specifically, but I want you guys to understand that's what that stands for. That's where the two lines intersect. So that's the solution to my system. And now we're going to analyze this. When is it better to use plan A? Mason? Why?
Because the blue one costs more money.
Yeah. After the 6 months, the yellow one is cheaper, right? You've caught up, you overcame that price of the $30, and now you're spending half each month to keep the plan. So anytime after 6 months. So if any time after 6 months it's better to choose plan A, when is it better to choose plan B? Cheyenne? Anytime before. When does it not matter?
6 months.
If you're only going to keep it for 6 months, it truly doesn't matter which one you select, right? Okay, you need internet service for 9 months. How much money will you save by going with plan A? There's a couple different ways you can determine this. One is to put 9 in for X, right? But there's an easier way than that. What's the easier way? What's the easier way, Griffin?
Just look at the 9 months.
Yeah.
See where they
Yep.
sit where.
I can literally,
$15.
I can go over to 9 months and see that for the A plan it would be 75. And for the B plan I would be at 90. So I would save $15. So again, you can use the graph if that data is visible, or you can put the number in for your X value. Does everybody see what we're doing here? So this is solving systems of linear equations by graphing. Let's turn the page and do one more. Yes,
That's kind of off task, but like, when will we have our final? Will we have a final?
you will. So we'll spend next week doing like pretty normal stuff. You'll have a study guide like the beginning of the next week, and your exam is going to be on that Wednesday, the 21st. Yep. Yep. Yeah, algebra has a final because it's a high school level class. I know. But trust me, we have, guys, listen,
How long is it?
we have scaled it back. It's significantly less intimidating. You guys are gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I think there's like 20 questions. You're gonna be fine. Grace, you're gonna be fine. Okay.
It's math.
In every other year there were 50 questions.
Yeah. Oh, 20 questions is better.
Yes, I did Spanish 1.
Okay.
Who does Spanish in 7th grade?
Let's look here at the submarine example.
Spanish 2.
Okay, we are moving on. We are moving on. We have these two submarines currently underwater, and they begin to ascend, so we know that they are going up closer to the surface at a constant rate. Submarine A is currently at 900 feet below the surface and is ascending at a rate of 150 feet per minute. Zane, why don't you go back and sit by Livy, please? Submarine B is at 400 feet below the surface and ascending at a rate of only 50 feet per minute. I'm sorry, by Addison. Yeah, sorry. So we're going to go ahead and create our equations. What equation could we have for submarine A? Minus 900. They are increasing closer to the surface by 150 feet per minute, but they are below water by 900 feet. How about submarine B? What would my equation be, Mason? Minus 400. So they're not as far below the surface, but they're also not going up to the surface as quickly. So where will they be at the same level below sea level? So I'm going to do submarine A. I'm at negative 900. Yep, let's let everybody else work through it.
I'm already done with this.
Go fire.
Great.
Yeah.
Are you guys filling in your... Okay, Cohen, Caleb, get to work, please. Fill in this chart. Pay really close attention to the increments. I'm going up 3 and over 1 because that is worth 150 and then 1 minute.
Oh, no.
I got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Huh?
So this will be submarine A will be yellow.
Where's the
I thought that it started at negative 900.
Did I start it at negative 950?
Maybe I'm proud.
I wondered why that wasn't working. Okay, let me fix that.
Yeah, I got 5. Let me see it. I'm right next to you. I got the same answer.
Who took my ruler? Give it back, bro. I didn't give you first.
Okay, so once we graph those, we can see very clearly that they're going to intersect at 5 minutes, right? So after 5 minutes, they're at the same depth, and they are both 150 feet below sea level. Okay, so our solution is negative 150, right? They are still not to the surface. Submarine A will get to the surface 2 minutes before submarine B. So when is submarine A below submarine B? Yes. Until 5 minutes, right?
Until 5.
So then submarine B is below submarine A
16.
after 5 minutes.
What are the colors?
What?
You know, when like the A and the B.
Yeah, so you can keep track of which equation is which. So how long is submarine A at the surface before submarine B? 2 minutes.
No.
Okay, so we will continue this on Monday. If I left you colored pencils, please bring them to me.
I'll take the color.